Yesterday we had discussion on what topics? Did we have discussion?
Adverb of phrase. WH question. Sentence logics.
Okay. Yesterday we had practice on active and passive something. Simple present action. Active. No, why to use passive sentence? See, it is all about practice. I already told you so many times. There are simply 15 to 20 structures, 16 or 18. Very few structures are there. Those structures are very much repeatedly used. I already told you, if you look at the sentence, if you observe the sentence, if you notice the structure in the sentence, English is nothing. It becomes very easy. Just words keep changing in the structures. Very, very few structures are there. All use those structures, all English speakers, all extraordinary English speakers simply use those structures by using different words. They may make situations. If you are very confident, if you are very clear on structures, you are blessed. That is the reason Nikhil, simple past action sentence, passive structure.
I, he, she, itlaku was వీడియోకి వర్ వీటన్నిటికి V3 బై
For I, he, she, it, flower bracket. I, he, she, it, flower bracket, was. We, you, they. For all plurals, we, you, they, were. For plurals, were, V3. For singulars, I, he, she, it. All four are singular pronouns. For all singular pronouns, was, after was, V3. After V3, the doer by. After by, they can be doer. He was arrested. By police is implied. They were suspended by an authoritative body, by an authoritative person. They were suspended. Particular examination was conducted, it was held on particular date by an authoritative official body, by government authoritative body. Something particular examination was held on particular date. Whenever we read a passive sentence, whenever we listen to passive sentence, what should we feel is? Language is all about feelings. What should we feel? Whenever we read a passive sentence, whenever we listen to passive sentence, reading and listening, action is happening upon the subject. He was arrested means arrest something, a person was arrested. Arrest, the activity, arrest is upon the subject. Remember this, feel this in your academic books. All the high school students, You read passive sentences so many times. In your academic books, there are many passive sentences. Feel that action is happening upon the subject. It was invented by a particular scientist. This formula was invented. This product was invented. The activity of invention, the invention is happened on a particular thing. It was discovered. Is it not? Okay, Miguel correctly told the structure. Claps for him. I, he, she, it was, we, you, they, were. For all these 7 pronouns after was and were, V3 must be any passive sentence. Any passive sentence. It can be simple present action passive, simple past action passive, simple future action active passive, passive sentence, present continuous passive. Remember that there is no passive sentence without V3, past participle. It is also called, V3 is also called past participle. Okay. V3, for example, arrest, arrested, arrested. The third one, V3, arrested. Without V3, there is no passive sentence at all. It can be strong verb V3 or it can be weak verb V3. V3 must be there. Not only passive sentences, in future classes, in further classes, in advanced classes, we will also come across some topics, infinitives, participles, gerunds, such topics. We will also come across such topics. There are passive infinitives. In passive infinitive again there is V3. There is a passive gerund. In passive gerund again there is V3. Passive participles, again there is V3. Without V3, even passive imperative sentence, V3 must be there. Okay? Remember that V3 is mandatory coming to passive sentence, passive imperative, passive gerund, passive participle, even passive imperative also. Nikhil correctly told the structure. Next, Kartikeya, simple future action sentence passive structure. Simple future action sentence passive structure.
I initiate will be with.
Oh, second time slowly. Okay. I, he, she, it, will, you, they. Of course, will be or shall be. There is a slight difference why to use shall be or will be. In advanced classes, you will come to know. Right now, decide that for all 7 pronouns, I, he, she, it, will, you, they, will be with. Okay. But the beginners, you already know, will be is there in a simple future state of being also. I will be busy after 1 hour. I will not be in Bangalore tomorrow. I will be somewhere or something. So will be is different from will be V3. Notice that. Will be is different from will be V3. Will be is different from
Will be with 3.
will be is different from will be V3. Again, I will meet you tomorrow. I will help you later. I will come to your native place someday. Will B1 is also different. Don't feel confused. Will B1 is different from will be V3. Again, will be simply the will be is there. I will use a he, she, it will be. I will be busy. I will be an engineer in future. Okay. After subject, if there is only will be, decide that it is a state of being sentence. Sentence of state of being. English is no. All three sentences look like same sentences. So will be with three. Only will be one. See, slight difference is there. Feel that slight difference. That is the reason whenever people feel some confused, they feel the language is tough and they decide it's not. If you feel the slight differences, if you recognize the slight differences and overcome that confusion and trace out the structures carefully, then within 2 or 3 months you can become an expert. As long as you feel confused, then if you feel confused, you feel irritated, you don't feel interested in the language. Later, because it is there for examination, you keep reading. Because you are forced to speak English somewhere, you unwillingly start speaking English. It happens. If you overcome this confusion, you can be comfortably enthusiastic. You feel so. You will be willing to speak English. Anyway, Kartikeya told it correctly. Claps for Kartikeya. Will be V3. Simple future action, passive voice. Kavya, simple past action sentence, active voice. Structure. Simple past action sentence, active voice. Structure. I, he, she, it, will you, they?
Was.
No, you are getting confused.
Sir.
Kavya, simple past action sentence, active voice. As you remember tables and some algebra formulas, unfortunately, in many schools, it is not happening. Students, especially high school students, must be in the position to express the structures, the key structures, as they express tables, algebra formulas. Pranavi, can you tell simple past action active voice structure?
I, he, she, can have.
Oh, you are getting, you are confused. Come.
I can, he, she, he.
What is that?
I, he, she.
Simple past action active voice.
I, he, she, can have.
Just simple past action sentence active voice. Alendra?
I, she, it, take, it, they, had, with you.
Are you very much confused with the simple thing?
I,
All of you are confused somehow.
I, he, she, has.
No. It is a simple question to you. Okay. Kavya must have told it. Think of it.
Sir, I, he, sir, I tell it. I tell, not I tell. I will tell. Sir, I will tell, sir.
Okay. Nikhil.
I, he, she, it, will you, they give it to, sir.
That's it. After subject V2, because for all pronouns, I, he, she, it, we, you, they, V2 must be there. Simple past. Why do we use that structure? You can write hundreds of thousands of your own sentences. You can write as many sentences as possible on your own. You can speak as many sentences as possible. After subject V2, after subject V2. Why do we use that structure? Okay. What is the reason? What is the sense whenever we use subject V2? What is the sense in that structure? Kartikeya.
Use the structure to tell completed actions.
To tell completed actions, to express completed activities. Now today, this evening, today morning I met him, today morning I met him, we two. It can be just earlier time than this. It can be 10 minutes back, 1 hour back, 2 minutes back, 5 minutes back, yesterday, last year, 1 decade back, a decade back, two decades back. Kavya, you must have told this a simple question, answer to this simple question. Just 15 or 16, 18 structures may be the key structures.
Sir, 50, sir.
Of course, there are so many structures, but repeatedly used structures are very, very few. If you can tell them orally, spontaneously, and if you think about those structures, why to use the structure this one? For what we should use the structures? If you think of these two, keep changing words. I am giving the concept. Capture the concept. Get the concept. Get the subject very fast. That's it. Subject V2, simple past action, active voice. Nikhil already told you. Simple past action, passive voice concept. Kartikeya told the structure of simple future action, passive sentence. Even in simple past, passive, simple past state of being. Again, the past continuous. In these three structures, like will be, V3. Will be one is simple future active voice. Subject will be one. Subject will be V3, simple future passive. Subject will be simple future state of being. Similarly, simple past passive. Action sentence passive means was were V3. After subject, was were V3. That is what Nikhil expressed. I, he, she, it was, we, you, they were, V3. Was were the same words are there in the simple past state of being. Is it not? For I, he, she, it was. For we, you, they were. After that, she was a singer. Ghantasala was a singer. Kishore Kumar was a singer. Of course, he is a chess player. Of course, he still plays. But in the past, he was Kishore Kumar was a singer. Ghantasala was a singer.
Dancing was a great singer.
Of course, coming to Siddha Sriram is a singer. In present, they are singers. Earlier, S.V. Balasubramaniam was a singer.
Past
State of being. Was, were, only was and were. If only was and were are there, simple past state of being. After was, were, if there is V3, feel that it is a simple past passive sentence. See, from structure, from sentences, we can trace structures. From structures, we can write as many sentences as possible. Whenever you read a sentence, don't simply read the sentence. To even read the structure also in the sentence, especially in the short sentences. Rather, you will become an expert in the complex sentences. They are busy. Okay, everyone understands they are busy. Everyone understands the meaning of the sentence, they are busy.
Simple pairs straight out.
But being a KK Academy student, you should also trace out. Oh, they are busy, they are busy, they are busy. Okay, simple present statement. Do one thing. Write some short sentences whenever you listen or wherever you read. Write the short sentences, 3 or 4 word sentences at the beginning, right now. In bracket, write the structure of it. Simple past passive, simple past active, simple future active, simple future passive, simple present action activize, simple present action passivize, simple present state of being, a simple past state of being, a simple future state of being. Like this, present continuous active action, present continuous action active passive, past continuous action active passive, past continuous action passive active passive, something like these structures. There are simply very few structures. These structures are repeatedly used.